Hey guys, welcome to JPlays. I'm Iceman, and originally I was only going to do microphone style stuff with System Shock 2. But then I got myself a nice fancy headset that has a microphone attached. So, yeah. And considering this game and my love of the Seventh Guest franchise, I thought, especially and with Halloween coming up, which where I am, Halloween was yesterday, but in America, Halloween is today. Yeah, so with the Seventh Guest, I thought, hell yeah, I'm a huge fan. So quick backstory: the Seventh Guest for me was the first CD-based game that I ever played, and if I remember right, it was the first CD-based game. At least, yeah, even like it was championed by companies like Microsoft, but Bill Gates mentioning it on stage back in the day. It was a big thing back then. I mean, back then it was like Seventh Guest, and then soon after Mist, and then it got, much more wide scale. So I absolutely adored the Seventh Guest. The way it does the spooky mansion, the whole mystery of who is the Seventh Guest, um, the style, the puzzles, the music by the Fat Man, the awesome FMV sequences, everything. I mean, I love FMV. Most people might not like it. I love it. I absolutely love it in games. And I wish it was used more. It is making a bit of a resurgence, though, these days with like Her Story and some other ones. So yeah, played through the Seventh Guest. I've played through that game so many times I've lost count. The 11th Hour, the sequel, which came out a few years later in comparison, I think I've only played through that once. And to me, the second game wasn't as good as the first one. Other people may disagree, but me, I think it goes in a more horror style direction. So I didn't like it as much. Yeah. So, many, years after the 7th Guest and 11th Hours thing, there's been talk of sequels for a long time, but then Trilobite Games disbanded. And what was it, 5-6 years ago, I think? One of the original devs of, or creators of Trilobite Games tried to set up a 7th Guest 3 Kickstarter, which did not succeed. They nearly got enough money, but it's a shame they didn't get the money they wanted. But one of the good things that happened was a fan game set in the same universe did get the money that via Kickstarter that it wanted, the 13th Joel. So, and they managed to get the original guy for Stealth, Robert something, Robert Koch or something. I'm terrible with names. On board to reprise his role as Stealth. So that to me is awesome. And that has been in development for a long time, and only just this Halloween finally got released. So I've never played the game before. This is my first playthrough of it. Now, the problem when you are a huge fan of a franchise and then you play a fan game or a new sequel many years later, it can be disappointing because you go in with certain expectations in mind. But my plan here is to go in, give my honest opinions as I play through it. So we'll see how it goes. Been eagerly waiting to play this. And hopefully it doesn't crash.
Old man Stouff built a house and filled it with his toys. 7 guests arrived one night. Their screams the only noise. Blood inside the library. Blood right up the wall. Scurrying round the haunted house.
I love that puzzle.
My, the guests took deadly fall.
Oh, the cakes puzzle.
But brave young Tad climbed the attic stairs, facing many a fright. His sacrifice freed countless souls, released into the moonlit night. And while Tad's life perished with them, there's one thing you should know. Though he saved so many others, the house won't let him go.
Okay. On my side, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing, but a Unity box just popped up with a loading screen. I hope that... Oh no, the game crashed. Well, that's not a good start. Come on, guys. Alright, let's try this again.
You got me last time,
Mm.
but I'm stronger now.
Mm. That's just awesome. Please work this time. Come on, I really want to play this.
Old Man Stout built
Can you
a
skip it?
house and filled it with his toys.
Aw,
Seven guests arrived
you can't
one
skip
night.
it. Aw.
Their screams the only noise.
Oh well, we gotta try again.
Blood inside the library.
Blood
Blood right
inside
up
the
the wall.
walls.
Scurrying round the haunted house. My, the guests took deadly falls.
2 bones, 2 crosses. The rest is
But
just
brave
icing.
young Tad climbed the attic stairs, facing many a fright. His sacrifice freed countless souls, released into the moonlit night. And while Tad's life perished with them, there's one thing you should know. Though he saved so many others, the house won't let him go.
Oh, don't tell me it crashed again. Come on. This is the problem when you rush something out for a set date. They rushed it for Halloween. And what do you know? It's crashed twice. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Try one more time.
You'll be playing with my dolls forever and forever and forever.
This time I'm trying it in window mode. Hopefully this still looks fine in the in Streamlabs.
Old Man Stout built a house and filled it with his toys. 7 guests arrived one night. Their screams the only noise. Blood inside the library. Blood right up the wall. Scurrying round the haunted house. My, the
That voice
guests took
actor
deadly
so reminds me of a guy from Battlestar Galactica.
But brave young Tad climbed the attic stairs, facing many a fright. His sacrifice freed countless souls, released into the moonlit night. And while Tad's life perished with them, there's one thing you should know. Though he saved so many others, the house won't let him go.
Ah, crashed again. Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, that does it. Well, that did not work. But I still hope that you got something out of my insights, and then even just watching the intro. I'll just say quickly that the intro seems pretty cool. Voice acting, well, I guess it's suitable based on what it was like in the other game. I'm talking Seventh Guest here. But without much else to see, all we can go by is what we see on the menu screen. Great to hear the audio from Stealth. That was great. But with it crashing every single time, not much else we can do for there. So I'll definitely upload this because you're getting some insight into my opinions of Seventh Guest brief. And when the game's actually properly working, because when they do some more updates, I'll test it again. If it goes in, then I'll do a proper playthrough and put a video up continuing on from where we left off. Alright. Until then, have a good one.